Welcome. Some of the most powerful stories ever told don't use a single word of dialogue. Today, we're going to explore an absolute masterclass in exactly that, emotional storytelling. We're going to break down this short script to see how it builds such a powerful connection using only visuals and action.
So, this is the big question, isn't it? How do you actually tell a story without words? How do you build characters, create that nail-biting tension, and then deliver a real emotional payoff using only what we can see? Well, this script is the perfect case study to find out.
All right, so the story kicks off by setting the scene, establishing its world, and of course, our main characters. The key technique here is all about contrast, making our protagonists stand out from the noisy, chaotic city all around them.
And this slide just lays it out so perfectly. On one side, you have the city. It's hectic, it's chaotic, a total blur. But then you have Arohi and Vihan, and they're moving slowly, peacefully. This visual separation tells us everything immediately. They're different. They're operating on their own frequency. You can't help but feel like they're absolutely destined to find each other in all that noise.
Every great story needs that one moment that just kicks everything into gear, what we call the inciting incident. In this case, it's something as simple as an accidental collision. But watch how the script turns this little accident into a huge moment of destiny.
This right here is just brilliant. It's not just that the books fall. That's the simple part. The script deliberately slows down time. Look at these steps. The books scatter, and suddenly it's like time just stops. The world fades away. All our focus narrows down to their hands, reaching for the same book, their fingers coming so close, but they don't touch. That tiny little gap is just electric, isn't it? It's filled with all the tension and possibility of what could be.
And now, we get to the real emotional heart of this whole scene. With no dialogue, the entire story shifts to their eyes. This is where the real conversation happens. So this is the first unspoken question. The second their eyes meet, this is what they're saying to each other. It's that universal feeling, right? That little jolt of surprise when you see someone and feel this instant, powerful curiosity. It's all about surprise and intrigue.
And then comes the follow-up. It's not just curiosity anymore. It's a genuine emotional reaction. They don't get it, but they can feel it. By showing us these internal questions, the script lets us right into their inner worlds. We get to experience the birth of their connection, and all of this without a single line being spoken. It's just incredibly efficient storytelling.
But of course, no story is complete without some conflict. Just as this connection is forming, boom, the outside world comes rushing back in. The chaos of the metro station suddenly becomes this huge force, pulling them apart.
And then we get this simple, almost brutal line. The doors close. That closing door, it's so much more than a physical object. It's a symbol. The glass becomes this barrier they can see right through but can't possibly break. It perfectly mirrors how close they just were to a real connection.
But the story doesn't just end on a sad note. It very cleverly gives each character, and us, the audience, a little piece of hope, a physical token to remember this powerful but brief encounter.
Just look at this slide. It's a perfect summary of what they exchanged. She's left with his art, literally a piece of his soul, and he's left with her book, a piece of her identity, her name. These aren't just random objects. They are powerful narrative tools. They guarantee that this moment is not going to be forgotten. The connection now has a physical form.
And this is the key. They're separated by that glass door, but they both smile. That shared, simultaneous action tells us everything we need to know. The feeling is mutual. Yeah, the separation is bittersweet, but the memory itself is a happy one. It's filled with hope.
So how do you end a story that's built entirely on a single, fleeting moment? Well, the script uses this beautiful, poetic image that just elevates the whole theme from a simple chance encounter to something much bigger. From two totally different places, both Arohi and Vihan look up at the same evening sky. What a profound final image. Even though they're physically apart, they're connected by this one shared experience. The sky becomes this amazing visual metaphor for their shared memory and maybe, just maybe, their shared destiny. And this story leaves us right here with this final thought-provoking question. The sky is one, and the heart too. Maybe? It doesn't give us a concrete answer, and that's the point. Instead, it invites us to wonder about fate, about connections that go beyond time and distance,
and about all those unspoken stories that stay with us long after the moment is gone. Just a perfect ending to a masterclass in silent storytelling.